Anderson.
That'll be a timeout.
Detroit calls timeout. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now Philadelphia with it. Pass to Embiid. Bogdanovich from long range. On target from range.
3 points.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Inside. And here's Embiid. Here's Tucker. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Now Cunningham. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich up top. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Well, Grant, looking at the career of Bojan Bogdanovich, he's been so steady.
Yes, he has, B.A. He's really Mr. Consistency. Always averages double figures, always shoots it well from three. Bojan can play the 3 or the 4, someone you can really rely on as a teammate. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Here's Duran. Embiid covers. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Ivy from the arc. No luck on that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Cunningham. Embiid with a steal. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Cunningham. Knocked loose. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And just a quick reaction from Harden. He sees the opportunity, he gets out on the break, and snags the points in transition.
There's Cunningham with a three. Pistons keep it alive. Three-pointer, Stewart. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Sixers leading. Here's Harden. Banked it in off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Inside Harden is such a tough cover. You know he's clever enough to turn any good defense into a foul.
Embiid brings a double team. Pass to Duran. Here's Ivy. Trying to get back on track. And Embiid with the block.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
And Embiid gets the double team. From deep, Melton. The rebound by Stewart.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Well, you have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. He's off on that one. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Stewart. Puts up a three. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
Tucker with the ball. Stewart defends. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And stolen by Melton. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Harden. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Cunningham outside. And there's a pick. With 4 on the clock. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. James Harden picks one up. The first one falls.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player. Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And the Pistons call time here. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And so it's Detroit with it, following the score by Philadelphia. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Now here's Dedmon. Back to Maxey. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and you just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. Hampton's shot is good.
Killian Hayes is a PG, and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
Here's Maxey. And he dunks it down.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass. And you think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this. You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Harden. He has 6. Here's Hayes. Pass to Hampton. Down low. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here's Harden. Out to Harris. Embiid inside. Second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. And Detroit will go the other way with it. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Tucker. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
PJ Tucker, just one of those guys at his size that always looms larger on the floor. He is comfortable on the inside and finishing.
Here's Wiseman. Clock at 6. Here's Hayes. Another shot. And there's a layup by Wiseman. Nice. Wiseman's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Outside Tucker. Hangs. Rebound Detroit.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Burks gets it to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Wiseman. Pass to Ivy. Buries it from 3. Ivy's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
3-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Now here's Wiseman. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Back to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. That's great recognition from Cade.
And the 76ers call time here. The Sixers trailing. Outside Harden. To the inside. That one's good for 2. Tucker's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Yeah, the focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Picked by Stewart. There's Cunningham with a 3. The shot won't fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Pistons on top, leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
Emphatic slam by Embiid. Not afraid to get physical with the defense.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Harden. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. Wide open. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Embiid's got 10.
When he's in the zone, Embiid can just knock it down, turning the pass immediately into points.
Oh, didn't think that was going in.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Cade Cunningham, one of those 6'6", 6'7" guards that's really skilled, so a tough matchup for most wings and really too big for most guards. That's where his advantage lies. Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Now here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Here's Duren. Count that bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2. Brent, you think we're going to see more guys with the skills of Cade at his height?
I do, B.A. I think just the advanced training in the offseason and development of these guys. They're coming into the league with a much more refined skill set, and Cade Cunningham is certainly in that basket of players.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Down low. Here's Stewart. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Melton.
And you know, his last season in college, Ivy's vision was much improved, and he's continuing that here.
And the big man, Isaiah Stewart, just relied upon to bring physicality and aggression to the floor, something he does well.
Make some noise once again for your 76ers youth dance team.
Maxey with it. 9 points in the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And the layup falls. Maxey's got 11 points. And Stewart is one of those guys that you can count on to provide energy.
No doubt, B.A. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to be ferocious down there. And I like how he focuses on taking higher percentage shots.
Well, Grant, Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. They've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays and get more consistent on the offensive end.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And here is Maxey. 13 points in the game. Count that one, Reed.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Pass to Duren. Back to Hayes. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the three-pointer goes. Stewart's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Here's Harden. He has 6. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman.
feel like Wiseman covers every area on the floor, and that's a nice block.
Outside Harden. Here he goes. And Harden with the slam.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
Out to Bagley. Hayes for three. That shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Embiid can't hit.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's Wiseman. And the bucket is good. Wiseman's got 10 points.
Think about adding that weight and still having the quickness. Wiseman just eating up space now.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pistons, 48.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Pistons leading. Now Cunningham. Three-pointer. The rebound by Embiid.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here's Cunningham outside. And they get it back. Wiseman. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Wiseman. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Here's Harden. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Cunningham. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Harden from outside. They get the rebound. Embiid. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on James Wiseman.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And another miss by Philadelphia. Out left to the wing. Pass to Stewart. Over to the left wing. Ivy's shot is off. The Sixers trailing. The drive by Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce. So it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Here's Duran. Back to Cunningham. That's tipped. Embiid with the block. And they'll keep possession. That one goes in.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Embiid can't hit. Here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Harden with it. Picked up by Cunningham. The finish! And Harden with the slam!
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Here's Cunningham. And the 17-footer goes down. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Melton. 6 to shoot. There's a minute 34 left in the game. And here's Stewart. Jacks up a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal.
And right now, if you're the defense, you got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Here's Wiseman. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Pistons lead by 8.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And Embiid throws it down.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
From deep, Wiseman. That shot off the mark.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And there is no way anybody else is taking that shot. I mean, when it's crunch time on a big possession, Harden is always going to be that guy.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Driving inside. Here's Wiseman. Money.
And Wiseman looking more and more comfortable from that spot on the floor.
Harden with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Now Embiid. Melton outside. Off target from three-point range. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Detroit with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's Cunningham missing. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Harden. Pass to Harris. There's the triple. Rebound Detroit. Now here's Cunningham. So we see the Pistons get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win.
Everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. Here's Suggs. Pass to McGrady. Launches it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Fultz. Fires top of the key. And that one's long. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Suggs. Kept alive to the left side wing. McGrady. And it's Orlando with another.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
There's Fultz with a three. No good. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Outside Maxey. Can they get it? Orlando grabs the miss.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Pass to McGrady. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 14.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
Make some noise once again for your 76ers youth dance team.
And here is Maxey. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
To the right side. Back to Suggs. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Outside Butler. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Fultz. From behind the arc. And no good. And Orlando has possession to the wing, right side. McGrady, good.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Anthony. Tries to snap the cold streak.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end? Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Now here's Anthony. A minute 9 left in the first quarter. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Orlando dictating the flow. Here's McGrady. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Pass to Embiid. 4-3. Bull grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's McGrady. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Picked by Isaac. Driving inside. McGrady, good. And he's got 28 now.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's Anthony. He gets it in there.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And so it's Orlando ending the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Maxey. And that one is stuffed right through.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. Griffin outside. Oh, stolen by Fultz. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Orlando dictating the flow. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Morris with it, guarded now by Maxey. Here's Okeke. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Okeke's got his first 3 points of the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside for Davis. To the inside. Jamison. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Pass to Martin. Off target from 3-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Maxey. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. Got it. Embiid's got his first points in this one.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Howard grabs the miss. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injuries.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Anthony with it, and Howard picks him up defensively. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That sends Cole Anthony to the free throw line. Dwight Howard picks one up. Pass to Howard. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Anthony outside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall and almost a seventh of a ton, that's a lot of force coming down on the 10 with Embiid.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second.
44.
Here's Fultz. From deep three-point range, Cole grabs the board. On the wing, Suggs. Pass to Bull. Shot is up. And the jumper falls for him.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Now Fultz. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Magic.
Magic ball.
So it's Orlando now. Pass to McGrady. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. He's got 31.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxey's got 9.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And there's the screen. Isaac outside. Over to the wing. Here's McGrady. He's got 31. Sinks the tray.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Outside Fultz. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Fultz, when he has room to throw it down, he's taking it to the rim. No hesitation.
On the wing, Suggs. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Maxey. Lets it go from deep. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
18 feet out. Here's McGrady. 3-pointer with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for him.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Fultz with it. And there's the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Out left to the wing. Hits a 3-pointer.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Anthony slams it in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Orlando. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive, Greg.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
Now here's Morris. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Howard. Anthony grabs the board.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Six on the shot clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And here's Griffin outside. No good on the shot. The 76ers go the other way with it. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Great box out. Walled him off and hauled it in.
Three-pointer, Anthony. And it's Martin with the rebound. And here's Howard. Back to Morris. It's good if it goes. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting on a comfortable 21.
The Magic, 59.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And when you're inside an NBA locker room, how important are those vets to guide a team, Clark?
B.A., I can't put a value on the importance of quality vets who demonstrate day in and day out what it means to be a professional, who perform on and off the court in a way commiserate with being a stand-up leader. I mean, they're invaluable. There aren't teams that are successful in the NBA that don't have veterans that lead by example and with their words.
Offensive rebound. Here's Okeke. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Now here's Fultz. To the middle. Marshall with the bucket.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Morris. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to McGrady. The three. Gets the three to fall. He's got 40 now.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
For three, Maxey. The long distance three is buried.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Pass to Bull. Back to Suggs. Clock at 6. It's picked off. Outside Fultz. Down low. Here's Marshall. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And they recover it. McGrady shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Maxey missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Sixers ball.
This Sixers squad is struggling. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's Fultz. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Man, I appreciate how skilled Fultz is handling the ball. I mean, excellent at getting to his favorite spots on the floor.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need it. I think you and I need to have a podcast, B.A.
For sure. I know we can't afford you, though.
That might be true.
Jimmy
Butler, good.
Well, that's a great shot by Butler, letting the defense know you have to come out and guard me, or otherwise you'll be taking it out of the net.
Now here's Anthony. .133 left in the fourth. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Magic.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Embiid. Here's Jamison. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
How about Antoine Jamison using a mix of size and power to find himself an easy one in close?
Here's Orlando. They lead by 14. Here's McGrady. .46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Inside. And that one's good. And the Magic lead by 16.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And Orlando has possession. Back to Suggs. Pass to McGrady. Left side Butler. Here's McGrady. Checked by Davis. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this one. Alongside Grant Hill. And Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Here we go. Taking a look at Orlando.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
In tonight's game, we have two teams that play a bit slower, Clark. Lots of half-court sets.
And, you know, Brian, with that slower pace, each possession takes on added meaning. Defense always key, will be even more so in a slower-paced game. And threes will even be exacerbated in terms of their importance as well.
And it's blocked by Isaac. Here's McGrady, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Fultz with it. Now guarded by Butler. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Boy, I love the intensity of Fultz. He brings it all the time, has that dial turned up.
Pass to McGrady. There's the three. It doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Now here's Fultz. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Outside Maxey. Clock at 6. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Now here's Fultz. From deep. They get it back. Here's Jamison. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Over to the left wing. To end the drought. McGrady, good.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Now here's Maxey. Here's the three. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Suggs with a drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Here's Maxey. 1:49 left to play in the first. Here's McGrady. The three. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Timeout call, the 76ers.
Here they come, Magic fans. 4:07.
The Sixers trailing.
Always delivering outstanding entertainment. One more time. Let's hear it.
A minute and a half left in the opening quarter. Here's Anthony. Orlando grabs the miss. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And he gets it back. Here's McGrady. That one off the back iron and out.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Now Anthony. Down low. Here's Embiid. And Embiid with the power jam.
You guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
And here's Butler outside. Back to Suggs. To the wing, right side. McGrady. Off target from outside.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
.23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's McGrady. And it's off from three-point range.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to Bowl. Takes a three. Doesn't go for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Sixers ahead. They're up by 3.
Please give a big round of applause.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And here is Maxey. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Okeke. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Okeke's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Maxey with it. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And it's in there.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Fires it from 18. Offensive board. Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Duarte. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Okeke's shot is good.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet. You know, some may have forgotten, but it's quite a luxury to have Dwight Howard coming off the bench. This guy is a borderline Hall of Famer in my mind, an 8-time All-Star waiting in the wings on your second team. Man, that's pretty good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
For three, Maxey on target from range. Maxey's got 9.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And Clark, let's not forget about what Dwight Howard can do on the floor.
Tell you what, he averaged double digits for 15 straight years, B.A. Led the league in rebounding 5 out of 6 years. And to have that kind of juice coming off your bench, that's pretty powerful.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Outside Fultz. Nice move. Man, a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Well, I like the way Fultz attacks with confidence. He's excellent at making the defense commit.
So he can't get either to fall. Orlando leading. Here's Griffin. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Pass to Morris. And stolen by Anthony. And here's the fast break. The pull-up jumper. The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
Boy, moving the ball with purpose there. Fultz has tremendous offensive potential, and we're seeing him put it all together now.
Buries it from 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Ooh, it's stolen away.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Morris. Here's Martin. They get it back. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pass to Bowl. Back to Suggs. Here's McGrady. Maxey covering. Fades away. Count that bucket. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Outside Maxey. Screen by Embiid. And it's Maxey missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Fultz. The Sixers again can't hit.